Today I have another example of gluten-free diet done right. What I have here is my cast iron Dutch oven. And so what I'm gonna do with this guy is I'm gonna start off by cooking up some bacon in here and getting some bacon grease to be able to saute some vegetables. I'm gonna do onion and some peppers in here, and then make a chili in this cast iron Dutch oven. And then I'm gonna transfer this guy out to my smoker with a ball of beef on top to drip down inside. So this is gonna be what's called over-the-top chili. And I just wanna keep showing you guys that you can eat really good, really flavorful, gluten-free. Lots of reasons why gluten-free is a good idea. I know it sounds kind of like just a generic type of recommendation, but there is a lot behind keeping gluten out of your diet. So we are going to assemble this as we go, and I will put some more good little videos to this. All right, so we've got the bacon browned nicely. We got a nice little bit of bacon grease to use here. I pre-chopped my jalapeno and onion. This is where the aroma starts to get really good, but what I'm gonna do now that I didn't drain anything. I used uncured bacon, the good stuff from the butcher. You're probably looking at about anywhere from $5.99 to maybe $7.99 a pound. And that's where I'm gonna add my jalapeno and onions. I got more peppers to come, but I like these guys to cook down and brown a bit first. The other peppers I like kind of al dente, or not quite as cooked for the chili itself. So I'll add those a little bit later, usually right about when I add the crushed tomatoes. We got those, and then for good luck, we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of garlic, because everything goes better with garlic. So we're gonna do that, mix it in. We're gonna have a pretty good volume here, so it might look like a lot of any of these ingredients, but it is going to all work out. All right, now that the jalapenos and onions have cooked down for a little bit, I'm using turkey today. You could use any different sausage that you want, but I was gonna make this one a little healthier. I'm adding this now so that I know the turkey cooks down properly. And then I'm also, for a little spice factor, which I like to use sweet sausage, or this is gonna be a really spicy pork sausage. I already got the bacon in there. I know I'm gonna have 3 different types of protein, but I'm gonna cook this down. So these guys, I know they're gonna be fully cooked. As soon as these are done, I'm gonna add a few more veggies and then my crushed tomatoes, and that's pretty much gonna be it until I put the ball of beef above the whole cook. So you'll see what I mean as we get there. Here we go with the over-the-top technique. So in the house, I added the rest of the vegetables. So some bell peppers, some crushed tomatoes, all that stuff to the bottom of the Dutch oven. And I've got 2 hunks of just packages. I had these vacuum sealed in my deep freeze, 100% grass-fed ground beef. And these guys, I seasoned them lightly, and they're just gonna sit on top, get a nice heavy smoke. That's gonna actually help impart the smoke to the chili quite a bit more. I may stir the chili a couple times, but this is the over-the-top technique. You basically smoke the ground beef and let all the grass-fed drippings drip right down in there to help with some of the healthy fats and whatnot. And we'll check on it periodically, but I'm gonna bring it up and then chop it down and stir it in later. So it's gonna be fantastic. Here we are. I just pulled these guys off. They got a nice little semi-bark on the outside. The idea is not to fully bark them, but there's gonna be some definite depth of doneness, let's call it. But I wanna try to transfer these over. I'm trying to work with one hand here so I could break them up. And what we're gonna do is break these up and then mix them into the chili and cook for just a moment longer. But what I wanted to see is, yeah, so we're pretty done on the outside. I was thinking maybe a little bit more of a smoke ring, but trust me, these things will be heavily imparted with smoke. Sometimes I just like to actually push through the grate and just push all this meat right into the chili. But I'm gonna mix this ground beef in and cook it for just a few minutes longer to incorporate all the flavors. But once you get this smoke bark from the outside, or at least outer crust mixed in, and the rest of that chili flavors mixes together, top notch, I'm telling you. Here we go. This is the final cooking stage. So I'm gonna leave it on here for a little while just to let the different flavors incorporate. I'm gonna stir it periodically, but I think I might just be able to put a final presentation bowl together just to show you. It might not be the prettiest thing because I just got back into town today and I don't have cilantro and a bunch of garnishes or whatever you call it for the top, but I'm sure it will taste fantastic. So this is what everybody loves to see, the final product, the taste test. So there's Gavin with his spoonful. Why don't you give it a go, son? Tell me what you think.
Oops. It's really good.
Smoky?
Yeah, you can taste the juices from the meat too.
Awesome. Well, I think it's a success. Over the top chili. Got to do it.